There we go. And Melissa has the show today. Have you been able to share your screen, Melissa?
About to right now.
Okay.
Okay, is it sharing?
It's about to. There we are.
Okay, cool. So for today's topic, I decided to do it on Mexican creepy legends. So lately I've been in the Halloween spirit. I love Halloween and I know it's like right around the corner, even though it's July, but so I'm gonna be talking about two Mexican creepy legend stories, and I hope you all like it. So the first one, I'm gonna be talking about La Llorona. How many have you all heard of La Llorona? No? Okay.
Is that like the movie they just came out with a few years ago, like the Conjuring one?
I know her.
Yeah, it was that movie.
Okay, yeah, then I know.
Yeah. So La Llorona is pretty popular in Mexico, but she's also known as the Wailing Woman in the US. So in southern western of the US, I think she's known in New Mexico. I just found out about this. I didn't know about it. I thought it was just Mexico. But yeah, she's really popular in Mexico, and there's like a lot of variation stories about her. And the most popular one is she was a beautiful young woman who was raised by a really poor family. Like she didn't have enough money to buy like the necessities that she needed. So throughout her life, she met a guy and he was very wealthy. They both clicked and they got married, had kids, and they actually had twins. So they had a daughter and a son. So throughout their marriage, she started noticing that he started like drifting off, started paying less attention to her and mainly the kids. But then he started separating himself from the kids and he left the family. So it didn't really say how long it has been, but she hasn't seen him for a while and neither has the kids. So one day she saw him by like the river and he was actually with another young, beautiful woman, and they said that he got married with her too. So she got very disappointed, angry. She resented him for him leaving her and the kids. So because of that, she drowned her kids. And later on, after her realizing what she did, she killed herself too. So she's, people describe her as her wearing a white dress. And throughout like the night, they see her like wailing for her kids, always like yelling like mis hijos, which is like my kids. And she's mostly seen by like the river and the lake. So like I said, like there's different like variation stories about her. I grew up listening, like hearing the story, what I just told you guys right now. So when I was doing research, there's a lot of like different stories of La Llorona. Like how would I say this? The narrators kind of like shifts, but La Llorona, the name stays like the same. So the characters have like different names. The story, how she kills her kids is different. In some stories, she uses like, what is it? So she uses a knife to kill her kids instead of like drowning them. So that's something different about it. And when these authors write these stories, they basically focus on like the social political issues, how she was raised in a poverty like family and the guy is very wealthy. In one story, this author talks about how like the wealthy man is from Spain and how he has a lot of money, but he really fell in love with La Llorona, who is known as Maria. He fell in love with her and he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her, but since he for social status, he needed to marry a wealthy woman. So that's why he left Maria. So there's a lot of like variation stories of La Llorona. So I thought that was something interesting, and I never like really thought about it, how it focuses on like social political issues and also class system. So La Llorona is expressed differently, and it's also expressed artistically. So what I found out is on the left side, you can see how La Llorona is, somebody carved La Llorona, and like in the bottom of La Llorona is like her little kids. I was trying to do more research on who carved it, what was the reason behind it, but I couldn't really find anything. So I thought that was like really interesting. The second image, there's a Spanish animation of La Llorona. I've never seen it myself, but I have seen the trailer and it looks very creepy to me. And on the right, on the third image, this is a 1933 Mexican horror film. La Llorona was actually the first horror film in Mexico. So I thought that was really interesting. I've never seen it myself, but I think I'm gonna watch it pretty soon if I can find it somewhere. And the fourth image, I'm not sure if you all have ever been to Halloween Horror Nights, but in 2013, they actually did a maze of La Llorona, and I actually went to it, the one in Hollywood, and I know there's one in Orlando, Florida. So that maze was pretty cool. It was very creepy. It was just like how my parents described it when I was growing up, how she's coming into your life to get you when I was like a little kid. So I thought that was like really creepy. And so for the second story, I'm going to be talking about La Pascualita. So La Pascualita is a local legend from Chihuahua, Mexico, and that's actually where like my parents are from. So I thought it would be interesting to be talking about her. So something about her is that she's a mannequin. So people who walk past by the store, she's displayed outside wearing wedding dresses. She's a mannequin for a brighter store. So when people walk by the store, they actually think it's a human being because it looks like a human being. So there's always like a debate about it, if she's real or not. So the story behind her is that on her wedding day, she was actually going to get married, but she got bit by a black widow and passed away that same day. So her mom, which her name is Pascual Esparza, she's the owner of the bridal store. So not like a few days later, they say that the mannequin was displayed at the store and looks like her daughter, because that's I don't know if it makes sense. I'm kind of confusing myself now. Okay, so the mannequin, her name is La Pascualita. So the bridal store owner is the daughter of the girl who passed away from getting bit by a black widow. So people say that not long ago, the lady from the store, the owner of the store, displayed a mannequin that looks like her daughter. And people say that La Pascualita, the mannequin store, is her daughter. So there's like rumors going around that people decided to like, to just talk about how like that's a real person and that looks like her daughter, but there's just like debates about it. What else? So what customers say about when they like pass by the stores is pretty much how they claim that when they're walking by the store and they're walking by her, or like even outside, they claim that her eyes start like following them as they like walk past by her, which I thought was very creepy. And when they turned around, they see that her position is very different from how they was from the first time they saw her. People say that her hands and her legs, her whole body just like looks very realistic. And something that I thought was interesting was that a French magician actually has gone to go see her, and he claims that he brings her back to life just so he can like dance with her in the night, explore with her in the city of Chihuahua. And like by the morning, he would bring her back into the store and like display her as a mannequin. So I thought that was like very weird, but also interesting. So I wasn't gonna show this picture because I thought it was gonna be too creepy, but this is actually the mom of the of La Pascualita that passed away. So this is actually the mom right here, and then this is a mannequin here. So people always debate how like if she's a real corpse that was turned into a mannequin, or if she's just a mannequin itself. But that's pretty much it. That's my presentation right there.
That was creepy. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for
Very
not being so
cool.
serious.
Yeah, it is very creepy because my parents are actually from Chihuahua. So I have asked them if they've ever seen the mannequin itself, and they say they have, and they just get back chills and everything. I haven't myself. I was going to like 2 years ago, but it just never happened.
Yeah, this was really awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. I hope it wasn't too confusing.
No,
I don't know.
definitely.
I don't know if you're a reader or not, but they kind of remind me of a book that I read called Mexican Gothic. Have you read that book?
I haven't, no.
It's not like based on these, but it was really good, and it's like kind of creepy and like, I don't know, similar. You might enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys are not too scared, I would look up La Pascualita on Google and it's just so weird how her hands look super realistic. It's just very, like, how can they do that? Like, how is that possible to make her hands look very realistic?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't want to have nightmares tonight, so I'll take your word for it.
But yeah. Any more questions?
No, this was great though. I want to do more research.
Yeah.
I Googled it and now I'm creeped out. So
I
I was warned. I was warned.
Yeah, it's very creepy. But hopefully I do go soon to Chihuahua to like just get the experience to look at her and see what I feel.
That was cool, Melissa. Thank you. I love a good story, and that was pretty creepy. So I'm intrigued.
Yeah, lately I've been like in the Halloween spirit. Like last weekend, I went to South Pasadena in California, and I went to go visit Michael Myers' house where they actually shot like the first film of Halloween. So ever since going there last weekend, I've just been in the mood for Halloween. I love Halloween, so it's great. And if you guys are ever like in the town, like I would recommend going to that place. It's pretty cool.
Melissa, I grew up like 10 minutes from there.
Nice.
I know that
It's
pretty
such
well.
a cute town.
James, I see you're up next in your top secret. Are you going to give us a hint about what you're talking about next week, or do we have to, are we in suspense?
Of course not. You just gotta die in anticipation until this time next Friday.
Oh man.
That's because A, I'd have no idea what I'm doing, and B, it's still top secret. So
Top secrets from yourself.
Ryan has a small hint, but I don't know if I'll go in that direction, Ryan.
I won't say anything.
He's pleading the fifth. He's actually got to talk to his attorney first. So I'll keep you in suspense.
Oh man. Cool. Well, enjoy your weekend, everyone. I'm glad nobody got too hit by Elsa, a storm that just went up and down the East Coast. I think was all underwhelming, which is good.
Elsa can't phase us.
No. The hurricane never bothered us anyway. The tropical storm never bothered us anyway.
Yeah, that was nothing. We're good.
my car is Frozen blue, and my daughter really thinks I got it because of Frozen.
Aw.
Let her believe.
Yeah, well, she's a bit older now, so she really doesn't realize. But yeah, after I first got it a few years ago, she's like, "Oh, Frozen, Elsa." All right, thanks everyone.
Thanks, guys. Have a good
Thanks,
Thanks,
weekend.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.